What's up, everybody? This is Steve Sterlacci. Today we are looking at something a little bit different here on the channel. Normally we do a lot of digital modeling gear stuff, which we are going to get into in a bit, but I also wanted to shed some insight and kind of teach and share how I go about learning parts and how I go about getting record tones from my amp modelers or for whatever I'm using. Typically, I'm always using an amp modeler, but at least on stage. So it's really important for me to nail the tones that I'm trying to get. And I wanted to share this little method that I've been using. I've been using this product called RipX, and they sent out this free trial, or not sent out, they gave me access to this trial to check out, and I've actually been using it all the time, and it's awesome. So basically what we have here is an AI stem ripper, but this is just really high quality. It spits out the chord changes and it gives you everything you need to really learn parts and nail tones. I thought this would be a good opportunity to actually nail some parts that I have been a little bit lazy on. Some music in our Jessica Lynn set that I didn't play on. This guy, Tom Ludwig from Belgium, played on Jessica's EP called Look at Me That Way, and one of our more popular songs, After Party, came from that record. And Tom's an amazing player. He's on The Voice there. He's kind of like a Justin Derrico, Tim Pierce guy in Belgium, and was amazing to watch him in the studio put these parts down. And I've kind of like always been like, yeah, just learn my own version, and it's just not as good as his. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to revisit an old song that I've been playing live for years and kind of really make sure I nail it and get it right. Also, because of copyright restrictions, it's a song I can actually use. Actually, I guess I should ask if I could use this track first. 1 second. Can I use After Party in my video?
What?
Can I use After Party in my video?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, thankfully she said yes, so now I can use the song. Let's dive in. So it's actually really easy to do this. There's nothing to it. This is your rips, so this is where you would basically just click and drag your files to. So you could just take your file and you could drag it into here, and you'll get this prompt with your ripper options, and this is what you can separate. So you see it takes about 15 minutes per track, but you can separate, you can pick and choose, and it'll vary your time. So it'll be less time if you pick nothing, obviously. But the guitar and piano are in here. So if we select all of them and then we hit rip, about 15 minutes, we'll come back and we'll have this. So this I actually already ripped. So here's what we hear. Let's go to the beginning of the track because there's actually a really good intro lick that Tom came up with. And here it is. So I've been playing the intro properly and correct, but let's see what happens now if I solo that. So you see now you get all of these waveforms here, and you also get the chord changes spit out here, which is actually awesome. I don't play these. I think these are the extra piano voicing, so it kind of goes a little bit too far into it sometimes, where it's like an A9. I've never played an A9 on this ever. I always just play a power chord, and Jessica on acoustic plays a normal A. So maybe like an A sus2 instead of an A9, but it spits out all the chord changes for you and makes life really easy in that way. And now I can solo or mute anything I want that came out in this mix. So here's that guitar part solo. And one thing I was always like, man, I can't get this sound right. It's because it's doubled with an acoustic, and the electric is actually only doing that harmony part. Let me grab a guitar here so I can kind of go through this live with you here. So you can hear the acoustic guitar is doing this, but there's an electric guitar going, or something like that. What do we got here? There we go. So there's actually a harmony that's being played with the electric guitar, and I didn't, just hearing this always in a mix and being a solo guitar player, I always just go for the but hearing this is pretty cool. So I'm kind of learning new things about this song that I had never gotten before, and I was never able to nail that sound down. So it's actually cool that I can do that now. And let's now go other licks that I've wanted to steal. Had Jess's voice muted this whole time. And now you could do all sorts of things with this too, like you can mute the vocal. And you basically customize your mix to mess around with here. So now that we're in the solo section here, I can find the beginning of it here. And I can actually highlight this, click and drag so I can get the whole solo here. And now, like, I could just take that loop of the guitar solo and I can export this. So now it's actually exporting that. And now I can play this. So that was the solo part, and obviously that's all fun and all, but what I wanted to get into here is checking out these outro licks, because this is kind of the part that I've been Check these licks. This one. So let's highlight this run. So that's one I really want to learn. So we are now going to make this into a loop just by hitting L. So now that's going to loop, and now I can even go up to the tempo here. So this is 106, so let's say I want to hear this at half speed, so I'm going to make this 53. Hit enter. And to get that loop, all you got to do is press L, or you can just go to audio, loop, whatever you want to do. And now... And now I can even solo this. So now when it's full speed again, I can just mute the guitar and then practice to this. So yeah, you can slow it down, adjust your mix, whatever you need to do to practice here. And this is just such a good tool. You can isolate anything, even if you wanted to work on your rhythm playing. You can solo the kick drum. So here, I'm gonna get rid of the loop here, and say you wanted to just see what the bass is doing. Check this out. You can even do percussion, kick drum. So you could see where you could isolate the sound, and then you can just use whatever guitar stuff, guitar products you're using to nail your tones down and just copy it over. Now there's a bunch of different things that you could do to really nail down tones, which I can get into in a longer, more in-depth video. If that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that is how I'm using RipX to really nail guitar parts and guitar sounds. I've been loving this thing, and you should go check it out. I'll put links to it below if you made it this far in the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.